like 2 days in a row now. Kiana yesterday, now the Mbessa today. Leveraging the nature of the flex pick as well to ensure that they could get a favorable matchup in draft, something that is always just doubles down on
Fight. But with the Ghost, it means you've actually still got access to chase a lot of these members down. So if you get headbutted away by Paris, you're still relevant.
Fleshy manages to connect, pushback, first blood. Fleshy takes it, not ideal, but getting the kill in mid lane. Perfect as Nako now going all in, uses the Ghost, running down main turret.
Part of that V5 Miracle roster that nearly made it to Worlds. They end up just barely missing out on one of their playoff games to make it, but it was like with Mole and PP God, and they were he's just a very fun player to watch.
Yeah, and I think it's always tough when you have that single split to show the best, as we see the response engaged in the mid lane. Humanoid just able to flash out in time as Retakes on the chase. The kill will get finished. Going over to the jungler of Navi.
You're able to cover because you can't get shuffled back into the tower.
Paris. Knock up, holding the punt, already gets the auto, knocks Carzzy back to try to make the trade as favorable as possible. Paris is only level 5, crucially though, flash away from Fleshy. Dodges the empowered W, double barriers traded. Rylik on the way down, splitting, level 8 to level 8. He and Linces might just go for the 1v1. Rylik likes his odds, but Paris overstaying. He is gonna get caught out, finally able to ult Carzzy, still able to finish the kill.
Paris pathing was Rylik now very quickly using his abilities to get topside though.
Done there, pushback from Main Turret is going to ult and go all out. So Flash traded for Flash. Rylik on the way up, as you highlighted. Red buff empowering him. Good initial burst damage. Follow-up is there from Main Turret. The footwork to empower to keep the shield going, and it's Linces who walks too far forward. Navi.
Oh my God.
Carzzy unplugged his keyboard.
Oh my God.
He's plugged it back in. We had to stop. But he's plugged it back in, folks. He did it. Confirmed, League officials have confirmed. We've resumed the game. The Drake
so it was actually the keyboard plug-in any percent. I didn't realize that was the category we're running.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You could donate to win this. No, I don't know.
Yeah. If you check out our TikTok, though, we'll have all the our NAVI plus humanoid.
On the humanoid, gliding his way out. Paris just continuing to chase Linces on the way to try and interrupt. Pushback only connecting on a Paris. That just means he's going to hit the auto anyway. The flick connects. Hobie takes the kill. That's pretty devastating for the side of Vitality. It's now on the bot side. Painter missing the Pathmaker. It's a pretty long cooldown. Can go all out to reset it. Misses the Q3. Will go all out. And I think he just needs to walk this one off. But instead he wants to go right back in. Dashing through. Q3 not going to do much. Nako. Clean. Top side though. So the side lanes for this Vitality lineup just continuing to find little advantages. Humanoid, despite going down,
now for the bot lane to be taken by Nako.
And here we go. Way in. Flashback from Kobe. Good reaction speed. Linces good backstep to get away from the seismic shove. But in the meantime, yeah, you're right. Nako the one who's winning. And that whole exchange, just solo taking that tower in the bottom lane.
Yeah, because Navi have very much been in control for a lot of this game. But the fact now, well, it is answered mid, but you're gotten both side lane.
Something we have to keep our eye on is the Herald is going to be dropped in the midst of the pit.
No Muramana completed for the Corki as well, so Carzzy needs to get that finished.
Might have misclicked the Herald as he did hop in and then crashed it into a wall. Initial catch out on the Fleshy. Nako not able to find the back line as the Chemtech Drake goes down. It looks like Navi do want to back away. Rylik flashing out instantly, but it's Linces straight in. Manger trying to pull away. Low taking health bar. Nako not able to do a damn thing. He's been isolated. He's been brought back up into the air. Finally, Electin is set to fall. Samdi free to do whatever he wants. Navi team fighting looking incredible. The flick hits on the Linces. He goes back in, stuns himself, and dies. That was incredible.
How the hell is the entirety of Navi still standing? And with 20 minutes just ticked over, they are immediately running for the Baron. Navi have blown the game open. I think Hobie hits a flick onto him in the back of this because he suddenly ends up at the front. We get it just as it goes on. So the engage comes through, Linces tries to make a play, but watch here as Hobie,
hitting a lot of stuff. And you got to say the Unraveled Earth against Renekton and Xin Zhao is pretty devastating. It is really hard for Linces to knock Nako without a flank to play these fights. You can see Nako is so
the fact that wasn't there.
Yeah. Really comfortable now with the Fiend Hunter's bolts. They likely complete the IE here on Samdi before the next big fight in the duration of this Baron. Maybe even a third item for Poby as he only has the combined cost left from that Leandries. Nako still furiously split pushing, and there is an objective bounty to be claimed, so this won't It won't be a negligible amount of gold. However, I don't think it'll put a dent in the overall team difference, even if it does put him farther ahead individually. Sadly, he can't. Oh, no, he's going to stick around.
I mean, they have to do something, but...
Hook, flick back. This is not the play. Fleshy hoping to hold that tower. Humanoid can set up another one if he wants to, trying to catch Poby. Poby again, great reactions as Somni just goes in on Humanoid and pops him.
And now you got to TP back to try and defend parts of your base, but Navi, they're just going to be able to step away here. There's the ghost.
Knock-go.
You got to go.
Ghost.
You got to just go.
That back step was a little bit awkward. I think hoping for something. Flash forward. The wall from Poby! Oh, that was terrible! That was absolutely not the wall that they wanted! That...
You know, that does...
The woods quite yet.
Dragon's about to spawn as well. Chemcheck's all available for Navi, so Vitality...
Turn caught Carzzy. Carzzy's immediately going to die. There's no way they stop this. Rylik already back into Humanoid. He's completely isolated. It's a disaster for Vitality. They're going to try to recover what they can, but Maynard catches him out of the way. You're not supposed to be allowed to have Ambessa and Cassante on the same team, Rob.
It's a little disgusting. It's a little disgusting.
It's original Cassante and modern era Cassante at the same time. I didn't appreciate it until we saw it there, but that was... I'm a believer in the Ambessa jungle. Navi are demolishing mental fortitude of professional players. That would have been it for me. I would have packed it up. SpongeBob meme, time to head out, surrender vote. Let's go to the next one. Vitality going to do their best to find a way back into this game.
And Maynard got to the right side of the wall.
Maynard did get to the right side of the wall. Humanoid's dead. Picked off in a side lane. Old habits die hard as it was. Which Navi didn't deny.
I mean, it would definitely be a miracle, but
sometimes you need a miracle.
But Opta's just like a cow in the way.
That would be really tough, yes. And there does seem to be a cow in the way. Linsis found the cow. Cow still in the way. Baron 3K getting lower. Knock going to quite be able to get into the pit. Maybe hoping to find a fight, but he's just being publicly executed. His lane advantage deleted. It no longer matters. Maynard's still alive. Q3 manages to catch out Carzzy, but they're taking out Rylik. Somebody finally coming over the wall, though. Carzzy flash away from the empowered W, but the GA is there. The cooldowns, however, aren't. Carzzy finally allowed to open up. Paris down. Triple for Carzzy, hoping for more, but Somdi does not give a damn. Double for him, hoping to make it 3 as he and Poby remain standing.
Somdi getting... So, this is just going to be a very strong Red Bull Baron power play. They start to push on through.
Yeah, it feels like this should be the second to last nail in the coffin, most likely. Although, if someone on the side of Vitality missteps, it could just be the final one.
Yeah, I mean, Rylik is...
Doesn't seem like it's going to have too much effect. So now we want to break the base. They need to do it on this wave. That is the timer that they're on. The Fleshy wants to start a fight instead. Knock go instantly in the backline, looking to lock up Somdi. Somdi in trouble now. Knock go finally putting the goal to good use. As Humanoid also doing a good job. Carzzy locked up, knocked up. The ball of damage coming in from Rylik, and it might be enough to turn the fight. Knock go finally found his way into the backline, but now they're finding their way onto him. Poby still standing. The unraveled earth, the flick back, a good buffer from Fleshy. But it does not matter. Navi holding on in that fight. A good effort from Vitality.
The wallets were too large. The Chemtech Dragon was too strong. The low health bars for Navi just could not be punished. It was a great attempt from Vitality, but unfortunately just was not enough in this game.
No, it was not. TP's coming in now as well. Because it feels like 2 top laners in the base. Rylik and Maynard finding their second win on this stage, backed up by Poby. Fantastic game from this team overall. Vitality maybe one last desperate hold, but I think after day 1, people have learned to just hit the Nexus. So they're taking their sweet time. Maynard's gonna die for it, but they will win in the end. Navi 2-0 at LEC Versus.
And a well-earned 2-0 for this squad.